Guess who found the time to take a little nap and needs to talk about the Vancouver Canucks because, man oh man, Ryan Johnson keeps on adding, and this is a pretty big addition. Literally. The Vancouver Canucks have signed Jamie Oleksiak to a 2-year contract worth $5 million a year. Jamie Oleksiak is a big boy. He is 6'7", 251 pounds, a left-handed D. And unlike the other 6'7" Canucks defenseman from last year, Vinny Desharnais, Jamie Oleksiak is actually a pretty good player, and maybe even is worth the $5 million versus Desharnais, who got $4 million earlier this morning. Jamie Oleksiak is a guy that was linked to Vancouver 3 hours ago, and he will be coming over to the team to add another piece of that blue line. He is a physical presence, a shot-blocking guy, a defensive suffocation D-man. At 33 years old, Jamie Oleksiak has a pretty good NHL career that he has carved out for himself. He's been a consistent guy throughout the course of the past decade, essentially, after breaking out from the AHL and being an NHL name full-time. He had 25 points in 75 games played as a career high in 2022-2023, the last time the Seattle Kraken were actually good, a season where Oleksiak was playing alongside of, I believe, Carson was over there, and Adam Larsson was his defense partner, if I recall correctly. And the only reason I know that is because I actually did have Oleksiak and Larsson on my team in fantasy that year. It was the Hot Take Hockey League with other hockey YouTubers and, of course, John from Hot Take Hockey. And I remember that specific season, there was a really big emphasis on blocked shots. Like, blocked shots were worth as much as one assist. So Adam Larsson was one of the best players in the league, and Jamie Oleksiak, despite only having 25 points, was one of the best players too. So I remember that year very, very well. Oleksiak always had a positive impression in my mind because of it. This previous season, he had 15 points in 78 games played, a number of blocks, and a number of hits. Of course, he's got a big frame. He's going to be able to use it. Oleksiak, Schenn, Elias Pettersson, Zeev Buium, Philip Hronek, Tom Wilander. That's a pretty good decor when you talk about building for the future and surrounding the younger guys with older names that can show them the ropes. Jamie Oleksiak, as long as he plays more than like 5 games, he'll be more valuable than Derek Forbort was this most previous season for the Vancouver Canucks, and he's probably a bit better too. Take a look at the graphic that was posted on it. You could tell this guy's a behemoth of a human being. 6'7", baby. Canucks fans are happy. They finally have a smart GM. Dang, I wanted Kirill Kudryavtsev to take that spot. You know what? That's fair. That is totally fair to think that this signing could potentially hold back the presence of a Kudryavtsev on the blue line. The Luke Schenn signing could potentially hold back Victor Mancini from making the lineup full-time. But then again, right? You can't just have one veteran guy and all 5 of the other defensemen are all rookies. That is not really a sustainable plan, even if you plan to lose every single game. You want to be able to form good habits out of these young guys. You want these guys to be able to develop just proper mindset and mentality. And having veteran guys in the lineup like Schenn, like Oleksiak, like Hronek, and having a rotating cast of younger defensemen on the other 3, that's going to allow the Vancouver Canucks to instill the proper beats into those young players and their hockey developing brains. He basically takes Marcus Pettersson's spot, but a shorter contract, $500,000 less, and the Canucks get a first-round pick. It's true, $5 million might be a little rich, but hey, the short term really makes it stomachable. And when you think about the fact that Vancouver wants to be bad anyway, Marcus Petey for Jamie Oleksiak and a first-round pick and saving some money, I'd say that works out very well in Vancouver's favor. Satir Shah said the Canucks moved Marcus Pettersson, who had 5 years left in his deal, which made room to sign Oleksiak. Now they can flip Oleksiak in a year for another return. There wasn't room for Vancouver to have both MP29 and Oleksiak while developing their young left-handed D, and they now gain a further asset. Pretty great move, eh? Oh, they gained a further asset with Marcus Pettersson. They can gain another asset with Jamie Oleksiak. They could trade away Paul Cotter. They could trade away Luke Schenn. They could trade away Oleksiak. Short-term deals, 1 year, 2 year, doesn't matter. Come on to Vancouver, bolster up your trade value, and then we'll kick you out and we'll send you to a playoff team and get all their draft picks. That sounds like a great idea. Man, Ryan Johnson is nailing it in his first season as Vancouver Canucks general manager. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Jamie Oleksiak signing by Vancouver? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.